How's it going, everybody? This is Rob of Novakast back with another video. And this is kind of a follow-up to my other video for talking about The Last of Us, where we were discussing at least discussing my thoughts and opinions about the release of the trailer, or the official story trailer, in quotes. And some weird things have been happening with some of the main channels, kind of pretty much supporting, or kind of, I don't know how the best way to put it, trying to shoehorn the trailer. YouTube channels for Sony as well as IGN, which of course I would mention IGN because half the time they are, or either half or 90% of the time, they are dishonest when it comes to their reporting. Uploaded the trailer for their specific channels, and oh my gosh, I'm just gonna say flat out, for the two PlayStation or Sony channels for Europe and the US, likes and dislikes have been disabled, as well as comments, and then there have been reports of IGN possibly messing with the likes and dislikes. I don't know how that works unless they're buying likes. And comments are apparently being deleted. Again, that's what it's been reported by the people who have been commenting on the channel. Which, my God, are you guys really that afraid of the opinions of the people who have some concern about the game? That's all I have. That's at this point, that's all I'm asking. It's just so glaring when it comes down to, this whole situation. It's like, if you are proud of what you've done, or proud of what you've created, why? And I will mention that a lot of people brought up the obvious point. If you're proud of what you made, then why hide the likes and dislikes as well as comments? More likely because the negative backlash. And two, why hide the character that you've been trying to promote? It makes no sense whatsoever. Unless, of course, you know of the backlash. You know of why people are upset. And at this point, you rather play ignorance than actually deal with it. And act like adults and take responsibility. Or not take responsibility, but at the very least, just act adults. Just say, look, we wanted to try something different. And move on. But instead, you are playing a very childish game of disabling likes and dislikes, as well as not allowing people to leave comments. And I feel like at this point, they already have the game made. They're not going to make any changes to it whatsoever. And I think that's... I can only imagine, like, if they did something like Sonic, where they're like, okay, they don't like this idea, let's go back to the drawing board and change it. They can't do that. It would cost them way too much money to do something like that. At least that's my opinion. I don't see them remaking an entire game just to please people. And like I said before, we have not seen anything of this character for the most part, or at least what in terms of the leaks. But again, why? It's like, it's already been leaked. Why not show people the freaking character, like, publicly? Are you that worried of the backlash? Are you that worried of the negative feedback from people? I don't get it. I don't get it one bit at all. At this point, it's so confusing with this whole situation. And it kind of reminds me of some of the other stuff where companies tried to do something different. And due to some of the things, like let's say Ghostbusters or many of their films or video games, where the companies have, in a sense, betrayed the trust of those people, the consumers, they try to villainize the people who are, again, the consumers, the people who are making your money or, giving you money for the product that you've created. I just don't get it. I think, all in all, my final words on this whole situation, though, is, and trust me, I guess with this opportune moment when it comes to the trailer, because I want to do a follow-up, because apparently there's been some really funny memes that I want to check out. But all in all, if you're going to create a game, and at this point, if you wanted to try something new, whether good or bad, own up to it. Because at this point, with them, even though it's been leaked, hiding the character, acting as if there's nothing wrong, it just disassociates people from the company that is, buying the game. And it just sets a bad tone for what the game should be. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if this whole situation, when it comes to the game itself, ends up being in like a top 10 controversies for 2020. I wouldn't be surprised if Angry Joe did something like that, or any other YouTube channel doing that for this particular scenario. But who knows? I will say, and I've said this once, twice, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, more than likely, because I've already invested money onto it, unless I've heard that apparently they're canceling pre-orders. I am still going to buy it. I want to see if the gameplay at the least is still good. To some extent, I want to hope that they give a proper send-off to some of our favorite characters. But I will say too, and as we've been progressing through this entire situation, and because I know to some extent I kind of overreacted when it came to talking about it on the podcast and some other things. It got me thinking as we've been going through the weeks, getting closer and closer to the release date, which we finally got a release date. Situations when it came to the leaked deaths, it kind of reminded me of what they did for mediums like The Walking Dead, where you get attached to a character and all of a sudden, boom, they're gone, they're dead. Nobody is, especially like with the zombie genre, nobody is ever safe whatsoever. So I will say, keep that in mind. I myself, again, no matter what, unless they cancel my pre-order, which I don't know why, if they would, because I'm freaking giving them money to buy the game, I'm gonna still buy it. I want to hopefully, cross my fingers, and hopefully the game doesn't suck. But all in all, I want to have some hope for it and give it a chance at the very least. Just like I did with other really bad stuff that has been, or at the very least have tried to push some sort of agenda, which, believe me when I say this, I do feel like this is pushing some agenda. But let's be fair here. What medium has not tried to push an agenda once or twice before? So, above all, I will say, to everyone, keep into an open mind about the game, even though it's been leaked to hell. I will say the situation with the trailers is sketchy, but try to, at the very least, don't buy the collector's edition like I am, but at the very least, maybe wait till it goes down, or hell, who knows, get it on the first day out. But all in all, I just don't know at this point. Hopefully it's good. That's all I'm going to say at this point. And I think I've rambled on enough. Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by to check out this video. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, as well as follow us on social media. Links are in the description. Check out gaming content from MJ, Aden, and Magi, as well as our daily content on the YouTube channel. Follow us on our podcast, which is 6 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. From everybody of Novakast, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video.